If you formed a limited liability partnership in the last financial year, then this video is for you, where I explain annual LLP compliance with the Ministry of Corporate Affairs. Hey, what's happening? I'm Ashish Prasad, and my team here at SOFTRE handles your company's formation, tax filings, regulatory compliance, statutory audit, trademarks, and other services related to the rules and regulations for keeping your business or company compliant at a fixed cost pricing that will not leave a dent in your wallet. You can book a free consultation with one of our consultants. Limited Liability Partnership is a business framework introduced through the LLP Act of 2008. LLP is basically an alternative for a private limited company to create a perpetual business and limit liability. If you need to know more about LLP or company, I have explained in other videos about how you can form and what you need to start. Go through our channel and you'll find the links in the description below. Alright, let's get started. To keep LLP compliant, you're required to file primarily LLP Form 11 and LLP Form 8 every year with the Ministry of Corporate Affairs. Apart from this, LLP is also required to file its income tax return, GST returns, and other regulatory compliances like professional tax if you're operating, let's say, from the state of Karnataka. We will cover income tax and GST in another video, and as always, it's advisable to speak to a professional about your business, as the details can vary depending on the line of business. Now, let's take a closer look at LLP Form 11. Form 11 is required to be filed within a time period of 60 days from the end of the financial year, and in India, the due date is 30th of May 2022. You might be wondering what Form 11 is about. Basically, Form 11 is an annual return that will have information about all the designated partners and if there are any changes in the management of LLP or not. Make note, it is mandatory for every LLP to file Form 11 even if you're not doing any business. If you don't, then penalties can quickly add up, which we will discuss momentarily. Moving on, this is what you need to file Form 11, and this can be done from a practicing professional. LLP Certificate of Incorporation, LLP Agreement, details of partners, penalties, offences imposed on the LLP, and it is mandatory to declare if the partner is a director or a partner in any other LLP or company. Further, the total contribution amount received by all partners of the LLP mentioned in LLP Form 11 annual return must match the LLP Form 8 statement of accounts and solvency, which we will discuss next. I will repeat, it's a good idea to speak to a professional and take help while preparing and filing LLP annual return. We are here to help you, so feel free to reach our team on WhatsApp, email, or just comment below, and one of our team members will help you with your questions. Moving on, let's take a closer look at LLP Form 8 and its due date for 2022. Limited Liability Partnership will be required to maintain annual statement of accounts and solvency, which is filed through LLP Form 8 within 30 days from the date of 6 months after the end of the financial year. The due date for LLP Form 8 is the 30th of October 2022. So, what do you file exactly in Form 8? LLP Form 8 includes a statement of accounts and solvency which needs to be filed with the Ministry of Corporate Affairs every year. What this includes is details of the financial transactions undertaken and also the financial position during the financial year. In addition to this, LLP must also declare the total revenue or turnover, whether it is above or below 40 lakh Indian rupees. Unlike companies, only those LLPs whose annual turnover exceeds 40 lakh rupees or whose contribution exceeds 25 lakh Indian rupees is required to get their accounts audited. Right now, you might be wondering what's the penalty like for Form 11 and Form 8 for late filing. If your LLP does not file within the due dates, then there would be a penalty of 100 rupees per day per form, and it is going to be payable from the due date to the date of filing. So if you're late by 100 days for Form 11, it's going to cost you 10,000 rupees in penalty. To make you aware, the regular government fee is just 50 rupees per form filing. Please remember to file within due dates to avoid penalties so you can save a lot of money. And lastly, as part of keeping a check on all the directors and partners, the Ministry of Corporate Affairs Registry will also require to do your annual KYC of all partners by filing DIR3 KYC to keep your Director Identification Number or DIN active. This is due 30th of September of the calendar year. If you do fail to do so within due dates, your DIN will be deactivated, and your DIN can only be reactivated by paying a 5,000 rupee penalty per director or partner to reactivate your DIN. On a personal note, we know this is a difficult time for compliance, and SOFTRE works with different professionals to work flexible payment options and payment plans to keep your business compliant without putting your business non-compliant. Penalties can add up easily to thousands of rupees. Speak to us today and keep your business going in good standing, and of course save a bit of money as well. Right then, the idea of this channel is to help you make informed decisions for your business. You might be a startup or a growing business. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us and learn a bit more about how to keep your business compliant. So that's about it. But this particular video, hope you learned something new. If you did, make sure to follow us on this channel so that you are notified with our upcoming videos. We are covering most of what a startup needs to do through our Startup 101. All right, that's it from me now. I'm Ashish Prasad from SOFTRE, and I'll see you soon on the next one.